I'm here with Dr. BLT. And Dr. BLT, what do you have there in your hand?
Wow. That's my brand new CD. Road colored glasses.
Whoa.
Now it's road colored, not rose colored, as the radio stations are saying.
Let's look at the road. I see the reflection in the glasses. There's the road. Very good.
See the
Spectacular artwork on the front of that. Who'd you hire to do that?
Well, I hired it. I got cheap labor. You see, I did it myself.
Get out of here! Wow.
That's right. Yeah, and this is my latest CD, Road Colored Glasses. It was produced by Mr. Jason Perry, and
where was it produced?
well, he produced it out of his home studio in Chino Hills, California,
Up in Los Angeles.
near Los Angeles.
Oh,
yes.
And why don't you tell us about the title track?
Well, Road Colored Glasses kind of says it all. All the songs on here in some way refer to the theme of traveling, whether it's for escape purposes or whether it's earthly travel to different places. Like there's a song about Saskatoon on here, Child of Saskatoon, where I grew up. I really don't want to give away a lot of the songs because I know you're going to ask me more about them.
Now, have any of the songs gotten any radio play?
Well, yes, Read Me and Weep. Read Me and Weep, and also I've never been to Nashville, but I've been to Bakersfield. I believe Read Me and Weep has been on over 300 AM and FM radio stations, country radio, thanks to syndication.
Wow. And is this album available on Spotify?
Absolutely. All of the 5 songs, my top 5 songs right now on Spotify, all come from this album, and I've got a number of CDs that I put out. So.
And how can we get a copy of this CD?
Well, you could go to Bandcamp. Bandcamp has it. iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Amazon.com.
And is there any one song on there that you like more than the others for a personal reason?
Well, for some reason, Read Me and Weep, I think is kind of unique, but you mind if I just go down and mention a few of the songs? And
let's start from the top. Mention some that come to mind.
Well, Road Colored Glasses, of course, is about a guy that is kind of obsessed with the road, and he's a truck driver, and it's a storyteller. Child of Saskatoon, which is track 2, is all about my hometown. Johnny Cash had a song called Girl in Saskatoon. And Buck Owens once did compare me to Johnny Cash. So him and I have also both written a song now about Saskatoon. I've never been to Nashville, but I've been to Bakersfield. Talks about my life in Bakersfield. I spent about 10 to 15 years there with my wife. And then we ended up having our daughter there in Bakersfield. And I actually got to walk down the streets of Bakersfield with Buck Owens singing one of his biggest hits, Streets of Bakersfield.
Wow. And what's the next one you have there?
Feel Like a Rock Band. It's just kind of like, it's a love song with a little bit of a rock flavor. And it's just like, I feel like a rock band when I'm with you,
And one that jumped out at me was that song called The Opening Act for the Rolling Stones. Tell us about that one.
Now, that song came to me in a dream years ago. And it was April 19th, but I do not remember the exact year. But I was at a thrift store and I ran into Mick Jagger in the thrift store. And we got into a conversation and we talked about music, and he ended up inviting me to be the opening act for the Rolling Stones, hence the song title. And then there's also Band Anna.
And what is that song about?
It's kind of a play on words.
Is it about a piece of headwear, or what is that?
It's actually not headwear. It's a lady named Anna who was banned on every radio station.
Ah.
And the reason that she was banned is her songs tore apart the hearts of all the lovers that she left behind.
So the title is obviously a play on words, Bandana.
Exactly. Then there's Don't Look for Me in Happy Places. That's your typical Hank Williams type of heartbreaker song. Down and out and lonely. As is Read Me and Weep. It's another tearjerker. You Will Dance Again is a very, very inspirational song of hope.
Tell us about that song.
It's about kind of like when someone's really down and out and they think they're never going to rise again to where they once were.
And what does the song tell them to do?
To go out there and take a chance and put yourself out there and believe. Believe. It's a song of hope. With Me is kind of a love song. It's sort of got a bit of a rock flavor. All Grown Up and No Place to Go. I actually wrote that song when I was 33 years of age on my birthday. And then I just forgot about it until recently. And then I thought, well, I'll put it on the album. Number 12 is With a Pickup Like Mine, Who Needs Pickup Lines?
Now that's a title.
And it's climbing the charts right now. I'm not talking about the Billboard charts, but my own personal Dr. BLT's top 5 on Spotify. It's getting up there. Everybody's wondering if it's going to make number 1. That's all the chatter these days among my fans.
And do you release your top 5 like once a week on Spotify?
Absolutely do.
And how can someone tune in and find out what the top 5 is?
Well, I've still got, I'm a little shy of 5,000 friends on Facebook. That's my maximum. So you could invite yourself on there to be my friend, and then you could follow that there. So also there's a couple of inspirational songs. Going back to the theme of the album, which is road colored glasses. It's all about the road, about travel. I mentioned a couple of cities, Bakersfield, Nashville, Saskatoon. There's also a song called All Over the Map, which is following that theme. And then there's a couple of inspirational numbers, The Other Side of the Sky and When We Get to Heaven. It takes travel to a whole nother level, which is the spiritual realm. So there is that spiritual aspect to the album as well.
So hence the title, Road Covered Glasses. You're taking roads to many different places.
That's right. I'm all over the map, as the song goes.
Okay. And do you have anything else you want to say to your fans?
Well, I want to say that I want to thank all of you for making Trailer Park Scrooge and Green Glove Santa, my 2 Christmas CDs, so successful. I mean, they weren't like on the top 10 of Billboard charts, but the people that loved them really did love them, and especially the song If Jesus Were Born in a Trailer Park. And I want to let you know I got another album coming out, and the title is so good. I've never hit a song, an album title before from my fans.
And is it going to be an album or a Christmas album?
Well, there will be a Christmas album, but before that, there will be at least one other CD coming out this year.
Oh, that's great.
And the title is so freaking good that I'm not actually revealing it until the album comes out.
I can't wait.
But there's another CD on the way after this one, and this one is still fresh. So, like you'll find songs fancier, but you won't find them fresher when you're dealing with Dr. BLT.
Well, thank you for taking the time to share your new album with us.
I appreciate you interviewing me, and I want to say to all my fans, thank you for all the support. This is my most successful year ever. I'm Dr. BLT.